In 1900, a huge percentage of the population worked in agriculture. Farms required human labor for almost everything: planting, harvesting, transporting goods. It was hard work, and it employed millions of people. Then machines arrived: tractors, combine harvesters, industrial equipment. Over time, many agricultural jobs disappeared. At first, that transformation felt slow, almost invisible. But looking back, it changed society completely. The world became more productive, food became cheaper, and millions of people moved into entirely new industries. Today, humanity may be standing at another turning point. But this time, machines are not just replacing muscle. They are beginning to replace labor itself. For decades, humanoid robots belonged in science fiction. They appeared in movies, books, and futuristic predictions. Today, companies like Tesla, Figure AI, and Serve Robotics are already testing pieces of that future. Some robots can walk, carry objects, follow instructions, and perform repetitive tasks that once required human workers. Factories are testing them. Warehouses are deploying them. Logistics companies are experimenting with them. And for the first time, the technology is starting to leave the laboratory and enter the real world. The question is no longer if humanoid robots are coming. The question is, how fast? To understand why this is happening, we need to look beyond technology, because this revolution is not being driven by robots. It's being driven by economics. Across much of the developed world, populations are aging, birth rates are falling, and businesses are struggling to find workers. Factories need employees. Warehouses need employees. Logistics companies need employees. Healthcare systems need employees. Yet, in many places, labor shortages continue to grow. Countries like Japan are already facing the reality of aging populations and shrinking workforces. Many European countries face similar challenges. The number of workers is not growing fast enough to meet future demand. For years, companies tried to solve this problem through software, automation, and artificial intelligence. But software can only go so far. Eventually, someone still needs to move the box, load the truck, stock the shelf, or perform physical tasks in the real world. Humanoid robots offer a potential solution, not because they are futuristic, but because they are practical. The world is already built for humans. Our tools are designed for human hands. Our factories are designed for human bodies. Our warehouses are designed for human movement. A robot that can operate in the same environment as a person has a massive advantage. This is why so many companies are racing toward the same goal, not because robots are exciting, but because labor itself is becoming increasingly scarce. Some technology leaders believe we could eventually live in a world where robots perform a significant percentage of physical work, not replacing every human, not eliminating all jobs, but dramatically increasing the amount of productive labor available to society. For the first time in history, labor itself may become scalable. For thousands of years, every economy has been limited by the number of people available to work. Humanoid robots could fundamentally change that reality, and that possibility is attracting enormous attention. Of course, whenever a new technology emerges, the same question follows. What happens to jobs? It's a fair concern, and it's a question every major technological revolution has faced. The reality is that some jobs will likely change dramatically. Repetitive work is particularly vulnerable. Tasks such as warehouse picking, basic inspection work, routine manufacturing, simple logistics operations. Many of these activities are already being automated, but history suggests something important. Technology rarely destroys work altogether. Instead, it changes the type of work people do. A few decades ago, jobs like app developer barely existed. Cloud architect didn't exist. Social media manager didn't exist. Prompt engineer didn't exist. AI trainer didn't exist. Entire industries appeared because technology created new opportunities. The robot economy will likely do the same. Companies will need robot technicians, robot maintenance specialists, robot fleet operators, robotics software engineers, automation consultants, AI trainers, safety specialists, system managers. One day, managing a fleet of 1,000 robots may be as normal as managing a team of employees is today. Just as previous generations couldn't predict many of today's careers, we may not yet be able to see many of tomorrow's. The challenge is not that work disappears. The challenge is that work changes. History suggests that the people who adapt to technological change usually benefit from it. The people who ignore it often get left behind. And throughout history, adapting to change has often mattered more than resisting it. But perhaps the biggest reason people are paying attention to humanoid robots isn't technology. It's economics. Labor is one of the largest expenses in the global economy. Every product that gets manufactured, every package that gets delivered, every warehouse that operates, depends on human labor. For thousands of years, economic growth has been limited by the number of people available to do work. Humanoid robots could change that equation for the first time in human history. Now imagine a robot capable of working around the clock, not because it never gets tired, but because it doesn't need rest in the same way people do. Imagine thousands of robots helping move goods through warehouses, supporting manufacturing, handling repetitive tasks, and increasing productivity across entire industries. Imagine a warehouse operating day and night with only a handful of human supervisors overseeing thousands of autonomous machines. Figure AI is working toward that future. Tesla is investing billions into Optimus. Serve Robotics is already deploying autonomous delivery robots in the real world. The technology is no longer theoretical. It is becoming commercial. The economic implications are enormous. This is why investors are paying attention. This is why major corporations are investing billions. And this is why some analysts believe humanoid robotics could become one of the most important industries of the coming decades. History has seen moments like this before. The Industrial Revolution transformed manufacturing. The Internet Revolution transformed information. The smartphone revolution transformed communication. Artificial intelligence is transforming software. Humanoid robotics may transform labor itself, and if that happens, the impact could extend into almost every corner of the economy. What's fascinating is that most revolutions don't feel revolutionary while they're happening. They feel gradual, uncertain, easy to ignore. The internet seemed slow, until suddenly everyone was online. Smartphones seemed optional, until suddenly everyone had one in their pocket. Artificial intelligence seemed like a niche technology, until suddenly it was everywhere. And perhaps even more importantly, these revolutions often appear much faster in hindsight than they felt in real time. Years of progress get compressed into a single moment in our memory. Looking back, it feels as if the world changed overnight, even though it didn't. Humanoid robots may follow the same path, slowly, then suddenly. The truth is that nobody knows exactly how quickly this technology will develop. Some predictions will prove too optimistic. Others may prove too conservative. But one thing is becoming increasingly difficult to deny. The foundations are already being built. The investment is already happening. The technology is already improving. And the first real deployments are already underway. The robot revolution is not something waiting in the future. It has already begun. The only question is whether we notice it before the rest of the world does. If you enjoy documentaries about future technology, artificial intelligence, robotics, innovation, and the trends shaping tomorrow, make sure to subscribe to Origin, because the future is being built right now, and we're here to follow it every step of the way.